This is Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team. We have a lot to talk about here tonight. Number one, we have the cool air that's in place, and it's going to be even cooler here going into tomorrow morning. Also, we are tracking a few showers over some spots. Not everybody is getting hit, but there are some lucky areas actually picking up some much needed rain out there right now. I'm going to show you all those showers here on radar coming up in just a second. But first, what is impacting everybody is the cooler air, and we felt that today with high temperatures making it up to 73 degrees. That was 15 degrees cooler this afternoon than it was yesterday when we got up to 88 degrees. And temperatures are going to be falling out there again tonight, and we're going to go down into the 50s here early tomorrow morning. And that coolest time is going to be generally between 5 and 8 o'clock in the morning. When we see those temperatures, that'll be in the 50s. So yes, it is going to be a chilly start out there. Break out the jackets. If you already didn't do that this morning, you will probably want to in the morning because it is going to be a little bit on the chilly side out there. Now, let me show you what we're watching on radar. If you recall yesterday, we were telling you that even though the front passed through, that we would still have some clouds around today and about a 20% chance for an isolated shower to develop, all thanks to that easterly flow that continues here in our area. Well, we do see just a few of those isolated showers around, not a lot of them. They're mainly light, but at least some folks are getting some rain. And there have even been some pockets of some moderate to heavy rain that has fallen in some spots. Let's focus in first on the metro area. And look at this, on the north end of the perimeter here, north and west of the city there along 75. Also, mostly on the west side and north side, we've been getting a few of these lighter showers that have been moving through. There have been a couple of pockets, though, of some more moderate rain where you see the yellow and a little bit of orange that has been settling in there. Some of that right there on the northwest end of the perimeter, just to the east of Truist Park there. And then some of these on 75 north, just north of the split there, as you get closer to Collier Road, Howell Mill Road, all those areas there, closer to West Paces Ferry. That's where we see some light to moderate rain that's still coming down in those spots too. And as you can see, it's not really moving that much. These showers have just really kind of developed, and we're waiting for them to rain themselves out. And that should be happening here pretty soon with those showers, hopefully, or should be raining themselves out. Now, if you're getting some, you're probably happy that you're getting some of that rain that is moving in to the area, because we need some rain badly. I'm going to break down the drought conditions for you coming up in just a little bit. But here you see on 75, here's Herds Ferry Road here in Windy Hill right up here. This is along 285. This is at 75 just to the east there. On 285, where we have that moderate shower. I'm going to show you that coming up on our tower cam in just a moment. And then here you see these showers near Howell Mill, where again some mainly moderate showers that are trying to come down there. Also to the south of that, here we go to South Fulton County. Here's Union City, Palmetto, Chattahoochee Hills. As you get right there on the South Fulton and Coweta County line, we have a couple of other moderate showers. Again, nothing really major with these, but they're just not moving that much. So if you're getting one, consider yourself lucky that your grass is getting some free water. Now, something else we've been watching up in Floyd County, we have had some spots there that have had some moderate and heavy rain. We even had some flashes of lightning a little bit earlier in those spots near Rome and in parts of Floyd County. You can see a couple of those lightning flashes showing up here. But now things are showing signs of weakening a little bit more. Now, our Doppler radar can estimate how much rain has fallen. And since these showers really aren't moving that much, we have been seeing some pretty good rainfall amounts. And we just heard from the National Weather Service that the official gauge there in parts of Floyd County has picked up 1.8 inches of rain. Now, we're not concerned about any flooding happening with this because it has been so dry. Hopefully the ground is able to drink up a lot of this water and not cause any runoff. The ground is just not saturated out there right now. But look at this purple color that you see here going through Rome down to almost to Cave Spring. That's where we have some spots with some estimates that could be close to 2 inches. Here's one that says 1.8, and that kind of matches up with what the Weather Service said, the rain gauge said, up near the Rome area. And then even 1.3 inches down in this blue color closer to Cave Spring. But it's just a very narrow area with some of that heavy rain. Not everybody actually got in on that. And then here in Atlanta, we were watching first one of those showers that developed here near Smyrna that really just kind of hung out for a while. And that's the spot where we have the highest rain totals. Doppler radar estimating in that area south of Smyrna along 285, not too far from the Vinings area. Potentially 1.6 inches of rain has fallen in those spots. Elsewhere, though, it has been very light. The green colors you see there, like on the right there at 285 and I-20, 0.2 of an inch. Close to a ½ inch there along the Douglas and Fulton County line near Fairburn, a little area of blue there where we may have picked up over a ½ inch. So just know that not everybody is seeing this rain, and if you are getting some of it, consider yourself lucky because we really need this rain to come in here. Elsewhere around North Georgia, you can see the spotty nature of these showers here, and then down to the south of us, a few more of those showers in parts of southeast Georgia that continue moving on through. And then this is what we have to watch going into the weekend. An area of low pressure is going to be developing off the Georgia and the Carolina coastline. Most likely it's not going to be classified as a tropical system, but it is going to be causing some impacts along the coast, especially the Carolina coast and the mid-Atlantic coast with some rain, wind, and even the potential for some rough surf and some beach erosion there possible too. Here is a live look. This is our tower cam. As you can see here from Arizona Avenue, looking back toward the city of Atlanta, where we have these a couple of rain shafts there that you can see from some of those lighter showers that are moving through. Visibility is still looking pretty good there, but some light rain is coming down out there at this hour. This is our live view as I was showing you from Truist Park, but I moved the camera so you can see the interchange here of 75 and 285. So this is 285 going out toward Doraville and toward Sandy Springs this way. This is 75 coming north, then 75 going south on this side here, and that's the big interchange there. And look at the raindrops on the lens. So some good rain has been coming down there. The roads are wet, and that's in that area that has picked up some pretty good shower activity. It has mainly been light here in Atlanta. This is a live look from our tower cam at Georgia Tech looking up toward the Midtown area. We have the clouds and just a few of those lighter showers scattered around here. Now, as you can see, we need the rain. Every Thursday, the drought monitor is updated. Last week, we were showing the tan color over parts of metro Atlanta, and that is the moderate drought. The yellow color over North Georgia and to the east of us, that's abnormally dry. That is spreading. The moderate drought is also spreading, but then look at this. We have now the orange color from Atlanta southward, and that is classified as severe drought. So this is from right over the city into parts of South Cobb, parts of Douglas, South Fulton, Fayette County, actually Clayton County and Fayette County, Coweta County, a little bit of Carroll, and then going down into areas of Meriwether County, Upson County, also Spalding County and Pike County. That's where we have some severe drought. So that's just showing us conditions are worsening out there and the drought conditions are also expanding. This doesn't automatically do anything like, initiate any water restrictions or anything, but now each county and each municipality is going to be looking closely at the water supplies, not only the rainfall totals and the rain gauges, but also checking out the creeks and streams, the flow that's going on there and the reservoirs and everything. This is just getting to the point where we really need some good rain to come in here, and we don't see much of that happening over the next 7 days. So I'm thinking by next Thursday when the newest update comes in, these conditions that I just showed you are only going to be worse. Now here's the rainfall totals here. Our rainfall deficit is at about 5¼ inches below where we should be in rainfall. So we really need some rain coming in. We haven't picked up any officially at Hartsfield-Jackson. Now it's possible with some of these lighter showers tonight when that's updated tomorrow that it might show potentially 1/10 of an inch or maybe 2/10 of an inch or something. So hey, we'll take anything we can get, but we need a lot more. Now let's talk about these temperatures. 73 for a high today. Average high for this time of year, 77. So we were 4 degrees below the average out there today. Not bad, right? And the low this morning was 67. That was still mild. The average low for this time of year is 58. We're going to go below average tomorrow for the low, and we'll be below average again for the high temperature too. So yeah, that cooler air is on the way. You can see the records here too. We're nowhere near those. There's the mild air that we had this morning. We bumped up to, we were at 67 at 3, bumped up to 70 at 6, back to 67 at 8 and 9. And then you can see how the temperatures were kind of going up and down today, eventually getting up there. You see 72s here, but in between those hourlies, we actually hit 73 for a high. Right now, We're now below 70 officially. We're at 69 here in Atlanta. We had a lot of 70s around today, now more of these 60s here, and it is going to remain cool through the overnight hours. In fact, watch how they drop by tomorrow morning, going down to 57 in the city, but even cooler in the outlying areas. 54 in Duluth, 55 in Peachtree City. Athens could be around 53. And how about waking up to the 40s in Blairsville and in Clayton? That would feel really nice there. And then up to around lunchtime, we'll be in the 60s, and then topping off in the afternoon, right around 72 degrees here. So things are looking good for tomorrow. And we will see a good bit of sunshine around tomorrow too. And then even cooler air coming in again for your Saturday morning. So we start off at 55. Then we get up to 72 in the afternoon. I do think we'll see a few more clouds mixing in with the sun in the afternoon. And let me show you what we got going on out there. We will see over the next couple hours here any of those lingering showers that are taking a while to rain themselves out. They will be diminishing. Then through the early morning hours tomorrow, mostly sunny, the cool air in place. At lunchtime, still mostly sunny. But by afternoon, notice some of these clouds coming in from the east, kind of just mixing in with the sunshine. It's not going to be a complete overcast or anything, just that mix of sun and clouds. And then going into the Saturday morning, another clear start with sunshine, cool air again in the 50s. And then in the afternoon, again, keeping an eye on some of these clouds and showers over to the east. It would be mainly light stuff well to the east of us, but something that we'll have to watch on Saturday. And there's a reason that is happening. Because there's a developing area of low pressure that is going to be off the coast of Georgia and South Carolina. On Sunday, still sunshine mixing in with a few clouds, but the more over to the east you go, the more clouds you're going to see and the better chance for rain getting over closer to the Georgia line and the South Carolina line too. So this is what we're watching. This is not a tropical system. It most likely won't get a name or anything, but it's a developing nor'easter, a low pressure system that's going to ride up the coast here. And as it does, it's going to bring back a lot of rain, especially there along the coastal region, with heavy rain possible, beach erosion possible, and some winds too. That could be 30, 35 miles an hour at times. So you can see it as it kind of moves up to the coast here. So Saturday, most of that rain will stay there. But on the back side of this system, it's reinforcing the drier air that we're going to see in our area. But that's why we have to watch those areas to the east of us that will have a little better chance for more clouds around and a better chance for a few showers closer to the Georgia-South Carolina line. It does move up to the north and east, again becoming that nor'easter, impacting the mid-Atlantic region and also up into New England too. But for the southeastern coastline, it's mainly going to be here in the over the weekend that we'll have to keep an eye on that. Also, Tropical Storm Jerry is still a tropical storm. Max winds at 65 miles an hour. It is a little more than 100 miles away from some of these northern Leeward Islands here. You can see that we do have some of the islands that have been upgraded to tropical storm warnings, still a tropical storm watch for these here in yellow. And so this is as close as this system is going to come to the islands. Then it's going to move up to the north and start to curve away. Remember a couple of days ago, the models were showing us it could become a Cat 2 hurricane. As of yesterday and today, the National Hurricane Center is still keeping this as a Cat 1, really between 75 and 80 miles an hour, and then still curving away from Bermuda and also curving away from the United States. And the spaghetti models kind of confirm that as well, keeping that away from us. So a Category 1, 75, 80 mile an hour winds, mainly a fish storm, but they will have some impacts there in the northern Leeward Islands here over the next 12 to 24 hours there. With some tropical storm force winds. Again, drier air in place here as we see the dew points dropping through the day. Very comfortable, pleasant conditions there with not much humidity around. And look at this, no rain chances for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. And then look at the lows. It's going to be cool in the mornings, the next couple of mornings, and then starting to moderate a little bit, back up to 60 degrees for those morning lows on Tuesday. And afternoons below average. Average high for this time of year is 77. We'll be at 72 Friday, 76 Saturday, then back to above average on Sunday with those upper 70s around, and then back to the 80s on Monday and Tuesday, and also going into next week. Dry conditions here over the next couple of days. We're just going to watch a few of those showers diminishing there tonight in those scattered areas. And then 72 for a high tomorrow, 76 on Saturday, 79 on Sunday. Then back to the 80s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We will continue with those dry conditions throughout the period. Again, we need some rain. We're just not going to see any of it coming in for this week. Maybe over to the east of us, a few more clouds and a chance for showers over near the Georgia-South Carolina line, thanks to that developing area of low pressure there off the Georgia and the Carolina coastline. Thanks for tuning in for this extended weather update here on 11 Alive Plus and Weather Impact 24/7. We'll have another update for you coming up tonight at 11 on 11 Alive News, as well as updates throughout the day tomorrow. We hope you have a great night, and thank you so much for watching.